Hello, Dr. Rashi Agarwal here.
डॉक्टर मधुर क्या क्या है आपके बैग में? बैग में आई डोंट थिंक कपड़े या कुछ है। देखो रिकॉर्डिंग के लिए लाइट है। एक ट्राइपॉड है। देखो जरा,
ये है कॉर्टेक्स के पैचेस। ये सारे आई एम द आईटी गाय।
मैं आपका प्रोफेशन गेस करना चाहती हूँ। ओह माय गॉड।
कंटेंट क्रिएटर, फर्स्ट टाइम डॉक्टर। मस्त बनाएंगे।
आपने ही तो बनाए हैं।
This is Cortex brochure. Our vision, our mission, membership benefits, and these are all our team. People who make us Cortex. ये रख सकते हैं ना मेंबर स्कैन वाला लास्ट लाइन।
Hard working in the flight. Nothing in the world comes easy, so these hardworking people. You're going to get a glimpse of the presentation when we go there. Where in the destination, and just put that in the comment section. But
यहाँ के रुको लास्ट
they're hard
में।
working.
ये वाला रखो लास्ट में।
All
ये वाली
set.
चीज।
ये इधर नहीं आएगी।
सर इस पे ये अच्छी नहीं लगेगी।
I'm an educator for over 1 million doctors in the country, educated about the need of online presence across different platforms, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube, and its significance, especially the Google business profile and its management with the help of AI tool Gregza. It is my honor to welcome Dr. Sachin Arora to give his talk on this Cortex method. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. So, as it is the post-lunch session, so little bit drowsiness is common. I am a faculty teacher, so it is my method. So we'll keep it as interactive as possible. So today's workshop is from social media visibility to credible brand building. Are we there on the social media just for the patient? Are we there for our family member? Are we there for the brand building? What it is all about. So we have.
This is the Cortex table. I'm wearing my badge. Where will you put? He looks nice.
May I now request Dr. Very rarely seen medical professionals using LinkedIn. It is a very, very big untapped resource and can do really wonders if you can and do right well. So I really encourage a lot of people, whoever I meet, whatever thought you have, if it is socially and politically right or at least suitable in the sense that it can be put out on a public platform, please do it. This is a very rough overview of my LinkedIn profile. So basically, if anybody comes to it, so they can know what I do. So it says I am a psychiatrist, I am a mental health educator, I have these many followers on Instagram, I have founded this, and these are the societies I head, and this is what I work. So this establishes me at least an expert in my field, and also adds some credibility that across platforms I am also available. Also that I have a little bit achievements here and there, which adds to my credibility further. Again, why should we do it? There are a lot of companies, lot of corporates, lot of magazines and newspapers which find and want credibility. So generally they don't pick up people from either Instagram or Facebook or YouTube because they feel that they cannot verify credentials. But they pick up people from LinkedIn because they can easily verify where you work, what kind of expertise you have, and actually what you are doing. I'll quickly go over AI. How many of us are using AI for any kind of, I would not say patient seek, but content creation or just like for our queries? Any kind of. And what is the most common one? Anybody would like to tell me? What is the most common AI platform? Meta, because I think it's on our phone and we don't need to log in into a laptop or a bigger device. I have been using Meta for a pretty long time again because it's on the phone. What I have felt in this, recently Meta has seen.
No, but he doesn't see when he goes to office.
मुझे लगता है अभी तक सारा हॉल भर गया था.
I feel in the whole conference, the maximum people were there when you guys were talking.
That's the power of social media.
I know. Soon to join.
Most welcome.
इसकी ज्वाइनिंग करवा.
So I decided to visit Van Gogh's museum. And it was so interactive. Like literally, Van Gogh once said, "What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything?" He lived just 37 years, sold very few paintings in his own lifetime, struggled with mental illness, and yet he created some of the most loved artworks in history. As a psychiatrist, I really loved the museum with a reminder that your current struggle is not the whole story of your life. It is just a part. It can never be the whole picture. Most of his paintings were sold, especially the Starry Night one, after his death by his sister to showcase what he had painted when he was living in the asylum. There's something so different looking at his paintings, imagining what he did, what he painted. The Starry Night sometimes reminds us that he was a man who struggled with emotional pain, loneliness, and recurring episodes of psychological distress. But we will never know what was the actual thing. It can actually affect anyone, even those whose work is changing the world. And most important lesson, the diagnosis is never the most interesting thing about it. Their humanity always is. Keep them always in mind and make sure liking and subscribing for more such fun content, and I'll keep making more psychiatry videos. Bye bye.